Hi, my name is Galen Turney, and I am an artist. I mostly like to draw and paint, especially oil painting. Most of my work is realistic. I love trying to capture what I see before me, especially in still life. I've recently discovered oil painting, so it's something that I'm still exploring. But I love the way that the paint is, it mixes and the way that it feels as I put it on the canvas. For me, my creative process is very kind of all over. There are a lot of different approaches I have to making art. One of the projects that I'm working on right now, I've been planning it for a long time, and I've gathered a lot of reference images from the internet and from other places to try and figure out what I want the feel to look like, the color scheme. And I've taken some of the images into Photoshop and compiled them into sort of a general idea of what I want the final product to look like. I'll use that as a sort of a rough draft to sort of base my painting off. And then I haven't started this part yet, but I will draw it out on the panel that I have in charcoal, and then I'll start painting. Other ways that I sort of start projects is that I'll get a very vague idea of sort of what I want to do, and then I'll gather information, ideas, and pictures, and then I will just go for it. I have a hard time, sometimes it's hard for me to plan out what I want when I'm not really sure how the final product will be, and I like letting chance play a part in the process. That I like being able to work around things and mess around with things. And sometimes it takes a really long time to get what I want or get to the point where I think it's done. But it's very fulfilling for me to be able to sort of move things around and mess with things until it's right. I like creating because I find it very fulfilling to take chaos and bring order to it, or to take order and bring a little chaos to it. I feel like each of us, every person has like the need to create, and that can be a lot of different, that can be expressed in a lot of different ways in different areas. My husband is a computer developer, and so he creates codes and programs, and he's a creator, he's an artist in that sense. And I think that creation and art can be expanded to a lot of things beyond the fine arts, beyond painting and sculpture. I think that it's something that touches every aspect of our lives. For example, I love to cook, especially I love to bake. Cakes are some of my favorite things, and I feel like it's another form of creativity and expression that you can share with other people, and that can fulfill that need to create and to express yourself. I've made several cakes that are kind of funny and kind of weird, but I feel like food even is an expression and can communicate something. For me, I don't really have a good place to make art. I make it kind of wherever I can, usually either at home in my living room or in the classroom on campus. I don't have a specific place, and I think that that's okay. I suppose it helps if you have a specific place, but I feel like you can be influenced by a lot of different things if you create art in different places, which is good. I feel like having variety is an important part of art. I think if I could go back to high school and do it all over again, I would definitely be more proactive in my art making. I would find artists that I liked what they were doing, and I would try to make art that was similar to theirs. Because I feel like there's a lot that you can learn from artists, and especially if what they're doing interests you, if it's their subject matter, or the way that they're painting, or the way that they're making these sculptures. I feel like you can learn a lot from that. And I would also explore mediums. There are so many materials and opportunities at your fingertips that are free. That in high school is a great opportunity. A lot of times there's printmaking or sculpture. My high school had a jewelry class, and I didn't even really think about that. How that could be a really good opportunity to learn something new. I feel like it's important with art to keep learning and keep exploring, because that is something that keeps your art alive. It keeps art interesting. Is that there's always something new, something different to explore, find out. And you have a great opportunity in high school to have a lot of resources available to you so that you can explore and try new things. And if you're not sure about what options are there, you can ask your teacher. And they will be more than happy to help you find something new, something that maybe you haven't tried before, or maybe find an artist that you like and ask your professor, like, teacher, how did they do this? What are the things that they're using, and how can I do something similar? I feel like that's what I would do differently if I could go back to high school.